Back to the program. We're going back to taking whatever questions we can in the time we have left. We're going to Montreal now, where Joel is standing by. Joel, you're on the air with Market Call.
Yeah, David, I'd like to ask you about Johnson & Johnson. It's been acting very well. It recently made new 52-week highs. I wonder what you think about it going forward. Do you own it? And there's also, I was reading there today that there's going to be some kind of discussion on health care with the U.S. government and something, and how concerned are you about that, and where do you think they're going to lead in terms of what they're going to do about the health care? Although it's always tricky to predict what the government's going to do, and especially Donald Trump. Anyways, I'll listen to your answer, David.
Great. Thanks for the question, Joel. So, as a backdrop, pharmaceutical group rolled over in the midwinter of 2016 as Hillary was making her comments about the drug companies.
Even in her ads.
And so on. Yeah, that's right. And so really the group was under pressure pretty significantly right through the end of 2016. One of the things that has had me interested in the equity market recently is there are new sectors that have been starting to kick into gear, and one of them has been the healthcare sector, pharmaceuticals, biotech, and healthcare devices. And so this is a sector that we're focused in. We've had some positions through last year that held up. So I think the J&J looks great. It's just made a new high and pulled back a couple of bucks. It's one of the leading stocks in the group. Also like Merck, also like Celgene, there's some others. But you're getting a nice yield. I think there's a lot of people who are maybe bond refugees who will slowly be pulling money from the bond market as yields go higher, and they'll be looking for companies that can generate a steady growing stream of dividends when J&J fits that bill. So they're not all going to sell their treasury bonds and buy Google and Tesla. They may want to buy something that's a yield replacement, and J&J fits that bid. So I think it looks pretty good. As for the health plan and what Trump is planning on doing, I think that is unpredictable. I think that when he threw in his comment last night about we're all going to pay less for drugs because we're going to have a competitive bidding process, he's going to have a hard time with the Republican base on that one. So that may be a bargaining chip. I don't know. So that I suppose is a risk. But at this point,
wild card, right?
Yeah, it is. But you know, I like Lilly, I like Merck, I like Celgene, I like J&J. We like United Health in the services. It's a sector that I think looks quite attractive, and isn't horribly economically sensitive.
We're going to go to Scarborough now, where Bob has been waiting patiently. Bob, it's your turn on Market Call.
Thank you. I wanted to ask David if he could comment on Manulife. I'm a little late coming through the BNN tape today, and a little bit surprised to see it down 4%. So I wouldn't mind any comment as to what might have caused that, and then in general, how does he feel about it as an investment?
Well, we're happy to have you, no matter when you joined us.
So, Bob, a lot of investors in financials will look at the tape today and see that most of them pulled back 3-4%. So this is not a Manulife thing. We think that the long-term theme is higher interest rates and better equity markets. Both of those things are great for insurance companies. We own Manulife. We own Pru in the U.S. They both look really great. They got a little extended, and they can pull back. It could pull back a couple of more dollars. But realistically, I think this is a great long-term hold. They're right in the sweet spot. They've done a good job with their business.
Sounds like you see this as a buying opportunity.
Yes, I'd buy the stock.
All right, well, we are going to buy ourselves a couple of advertisements. That's how we pay the bills around here, folks, but we will be right back after this short break. This is what you've been waiting for. You want to stick around because we have David Burrows' top picks. After this brief break, please do stick around. You're not going to want to miss this.